So next up, I want to introduce Shannon Boyle, the president of the ZTK Sunshine Foundation, on stage. And I think it actually ties very nicely to the pandas, because when I first read her story, I was very touched by her story with Andra, actually from the same region of China that I'm from. So I just want to welcome up Shannon to welcome you all today too. Thank you.
Good morning, Sunshine family and friends. It is an honor and delight to welcome you to the final day of the very first ever, but definitely not the last, ZTTK Community Conference. I'm going to try not to cry. It's overwhelming to look out and see a room full of faces that have been familiar for many years over social media. This weekend, we have gathered from all across the world, brought together because of our beloved sunshines and our shared passion for ZTTK awareness, advocacy, and research. Incredibly, for many in this room, this weekend has been your first time meeting another ZTTK family in person. Connections and friendships have been made this weekend that will last a lifetime. The journey to all of us joining together in Boston this weekend has been many years in the making. Back in 2016, this ZTTK syndrome family support group initially took shape around the time of the original 2 published studies from Baylor and Alabama. This was before the syndrome even had a name. I don't know what they called it at the time, maybe the very long name that ZTTK stands for now, but it wasn't ZTTK. At that time, a few families created the Facebook group that we still use today. Today, that group has over 600 members. My daughter Audra received her diagnosis in 2017. That was about 4 years after we adopted her from China when she was 5 years old. At that time, I was not on Facebook. I found a few other families that I connected with via Google searches. I found their blogs. And we chatted via email, text, and that method. Finally, in around 2018, they convinced me to join Facebook, and I did solely for the purpose of being able to join this community. At that time, there was about 70 members in the Facebook group. The groups grew slowly and steadily over the years. Each new family and sunshine that we welcomed with open arms, no matter the distance in miles or continents that separated us. They brought their own perspective, experience, and personal strengths to our community. Big changes began happening in 2021 for our small but mighty foundation. We achieved the 501c3 nonprofit status. We had our inaugural board of directors elected. And our official foundation logo was released after being developed by a ZTTK mom herself in the UK. Also that year, we launched the website, which most of us now see. It's grown over the years. It's not the same as it looked on that very first day. But everything that we have today, the Facebook group and the website, has grown out of the initial families that started this so many years ago. Then 2024 was another pivotal year for our foundation. When we welcomed Ada, Nathan, and Lukey to our community, they brought with them new energy and drive. In partnering with them, our foundation now has an increased focus on fundraising and science, as well as patient advocacy and initiatives such as data collection. Last year, our foundation was selected to receive the $800,000 grant from Chan Zuckerberg Initiative Rare as One project. This grant has and will continue to allow the foundation to support and fund research, including the work that Dr. An's lab does, but also translational science that we have learned more about this weekend, such as drug repurposing. The CZI grant also allowed us to prioritize and support community outreach, making this conference, which so many of us dreamed about for so long, a reality. I would like to thank each and every member of the foundation, those here today in person, those joining us virtually, and those who aren't able to be present with us today, but they do walk this journey with us every day. Without all of you, the foundation would not be the community that it is, and we would not have been able to achieve the progress that we have. Every one of you contributes something to this community and foundation in your own unique way. Our foundation is extremely lucky to have a diverse and invested group of board members who each generously share their time, talents, and expertise. From being parents of Sunshines themselves to also having experience in science, legal, nursing, finance, and more. I'm extremely proud of the representation that our foundation has. I'm excited to see where the next few years will bring this foundation and our Sunshines. More families will receive a diagnosis, and we will welcome them just as each of us have been welcomed over the years. I'm sure that they will bring with them new ideas and new enthusiasm. Together, we and our Sunshines hold the key to unlocking the unknowns of ZTTK and shaping the future trajectory for all individuals affected by ZTTK. We have the personal knowledge and the firsthand experience that will help guide the research. I learned a new favorite saying this weekend, and whoever's slide it was, please raise your hand if you're in the room. Research requires patience, but also persistence. Our foundation is committed to research. Therefore, we will be patient, but we will also be persistent. Together, we are strong. Thank you, Nina. Together, we will be stronger, and together, we will accomplish more than any one of us could accomplish alone. Thank you for being here this weekend. Thank you for bringing your sunshines, and thank you for loving this community as much as I do. Let's have a fabulous day.